Thank you for joining us on our Family First Life Tri-State Serve the People podcast. We appreciate you tuning in, spending your time to develop and grow with us. Follow us, please, on all our social media platforms at Family First Life Tri-State or FFL Tri-State. We love you. Keep listening, and I hope this information is serving you across the country. All right, everybody. Thank you for jumping on with us for our Family First Life Tri-State Trends podcast. I got my man Steve Plourd on with me, Hall of Fame producer 2021, out there helping tons of families here in 2022. We wanted to catch the wave, catch the momentum, and get a chat with him, a fireside chat. My man Steve Plourd, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. Doing good, Mark.
It's good to see you, man. Listen, you are on a torrid pace. You know, you started with us in the middle of 2020. You know, you had a Hall of Fame, your first full year in business. You had a Hall of Fame year, helped, somewhere between 400 or 500 families in the year. And then you come back in 2022 and again have more skill, more poise, more focus than you did in 2021. And you're off to a torrid pace, man. How does it feel, dude?
It feels great. I got to say that I wanted to keep up the momentum heading into this year, and I want to do twice as many if we can, twice as many families. The goal is just to see as many people as possible in a day. That's it.
I love it.
That's it.
When you when you reflected on 2021 and you started developing goals for 2022, what was your thought process? How did you start laying that down? And then, have the goals allowed you to put action in play?
I wanted to streamline my process and keep the foundation the same as what I did for 2021, but I want to also improve and keep learning underwriting, keep learning other avenues of helping families, annuities, whatever the case might be. I really want to delve into that deeper and
Nice.
and build the structure, if you will.
Nice. Talk to us a little bit about your ability to build rapport. When you walk into a home, what are you looking to do? How are you looking to connect? Obviously, you're doing an amazing job, but there's a lot of people out there, Steve, that aren't doing as good a job or want to know how to maybe take some tools and get a little better at what they do. Give us some word tracks and some things that you're doing to set the foundation real well.
We all say that success starts on the phones, and I gotta say that is 100% accurate.
No doubt.
And something that I do to propel that success or transfer that success from the phone to the visit is to pick up on something in the conversation on the phone that I can then build from in the home. So, let's give an example. We're talking about something, and I make a joke about coffee, So then I turn to her, and on the phone I'll say, "Hey, you better have that coffee ready."
Mm-hmm.
And it creates that connection.
Right.
And then when I get there at the home, I have not done this, but it's the same principle. I'll have a coffee cake in hand or something. Here's something to go with your coffee. It's this kind of this attitude of picking up. Or if we talked about some health situation that she had that was abnormal on the phone, we'll turn around and jump right from that point. And that way you don't have to build rapport anymore. You're just pulling from the rapport you built on the phone.
That's a technique. Now, do you actually go get the coffee cake?
I've been guilty of bringing a pie before.
Now, when you get this information over the phone, do you take a note somewhere, or is it a mental note?
Yeah. So I know I do put a note in my book because I won't remember this the next day when I'm about to go to the home. So just one little thing on dialysis, or one little thing, coffee. Right. Whatever the case might be.
Got it. And that'll snap you back into, all right, so you're pulling up
Absolutely.
You're pulling up to the house. What's your approach? What's your mindset? How are you going in? How are you trying? What are you doing to ensure you have success protecting the family?
I think the biggest thing is really reading the people. Are they serious or are they playing games? Somebody said using the first 8 minutes you can determine that. So I don't waste my time on people that aren't serious. So I will scare them a little bit along the process when I first start talking with them, and I'll say things like, "This is when your insurance would start immediately upon the first draft to your account." Words like that. I'm saying, look, we're going to be talking about your bank account. We're going to be talking about what day you want this to come out. I'll say things like, "Hey, so you're on Social Security. You're on fixed income, right?" "Yes, I am." "What do you bring in roughly for that fixed income?" They tell me, and I'll say, "Does that go to a direct express card or does it go to directly to an account, a bank account?" "No, I have a bank account." "Okay, so just so you know, if we find something that's of interest to you and that meets your family's needs, we're going to be looking at setting up a day that this comes out." And they're like, "Well, we're not talking about doing that right now." I'll say, "No, that's fine. I'm not talking about doing it now either. We're talking about when it would be coming up in the future. We're talking about when you would want this to be drafted. My job as a field underwriter is just to see if you can be approved. From that point, you and your wife can discuss the amounts and go up or down if you need to. But we've got to first find out if you're approved before we can even talk about what the amounts are and whether you can afford them." Make sense?
Makes sense.
So, and they always say yes. How many yeses can you get?
I love it. When you think about financial inventory, is that a huge part of your process?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say when I'm talking about financial inventory, I'm asking them. I run instant leads only, so most of the people that I sit with don't have 401ks, and that's just the way it is, and that doesn't scare me. But I ask them what they make, because then I know the sliding scale that will work for them. I know if they're bringing in $700 or $800 a month, I can get them $50 to $100 of insurance. Believe it or not. In fact, I've sold insurance that's 1/5 of what they earn. Okay, this guy actually wanted $10,000 more on top of the $10,000 he already had, and it was 1/5 of his income. So it does not matter the dollar amount so much, but matters how serious they are, what they're wanting it for.
Right.
So by really getting down to that why, you discover if they're just wanting to add more, if they're just wanting to just have a little cremation policy, whatever the case might be. So, the financial inventory is important, but ultimately it comes down to what do they think they need for their family.
Got it. Now, I talk to, agents at scale, and, a handful of agents will say, "I don't like those instants," or, "those instants, they don't work for me," or "those are fill-in leads." You're running them exclusively. You're a Hall of Fame producer. So in case anyone's confused, you're helping 400 to 500 families a year. What's your goal for this year? How many families do you want to help?
Dude, I want to do double, but no, if I can help at least 500-600 families.
So 600 families in 2022, all on instant internet leads. Please help educate. Please. First off, why do you only use internet instance? And then can you help some people get over the fact that you're helping 600 families a year, and they're telling me they can only help a few?
I don't feel like putting the food back in the microwave. I want to keep eating it while it's hot. So what I'm saying by that is I feel like every time if I use old leads, I got to warm it back up. I want to take it while it's hot. And it's these people are serious if they're serious, and they're not serious if they're not serious. So there's no questions. So when I go in the home, I can usually find out in the first 8 minutes whether they want it. You know, it's the people that want it. It's a taking an order from McDonald's, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, no. The reason I put the request out is I've got 10,000. I just need 10,000 more. Oh, okay. What are your health issues? And we're into the health stuff right then. I don't play no games.
No wonder you don't use the financial inventory.
Yeah. Forget the financial. Forget it. I go right into the medical, man. I want to hear the medical. And if the medical works, I mean, I already know she got approved for immediate coverage with some other company. So the chances of me getting it are almost impossible for me not to get it.
Oh.
It's like, because, you know, she's got this 10,000 simplified issue whole life sitting right here on her table, which I asked her to pull out, by the way, before in our conversation on the phone, because she told me she had some. And then we turn around and we start talking about, what's your health? Hey, so I just take high blood pressure. Oh, okay. Well, if I told you you could get 25,000 instead of your 10,000 for $20 less a month, would you be interested? And then she's like, yeah, absolutely. And then I turn into, hey, did you ever have any, were you ever sent to the hospital for your high blood pressure? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, here you go. I think we're going to try for this. We get it. I'm 40 minutes into the sit. I'm writing up a client summary sheet for her, handing it to her. Your policy is going to come in the mail in 10 to 20 days. You're going to see the draft to your account on the 13th, like you asked for it. And just so you know, if you have any questions, give me a holler, leave me a message. I'm probably helping other families. I need to call you back. And I'm leaving the house. I'm going to the next one.
It's crazy. I mean, internet. That was one of my favorite lead types because of what you're saying. Dude, nobody fills out a form if they're not interested. And the internet, like you're doing, you could raise the interest level really fast, because there was the thing about the internet life lead, there's no marketing term. Mortgage protection is a marketing term to protect mortgages. Final expense is a marketing term to protect burial. Life insurance, there was no other term. It's a life insurance. They went online for life insurance. So now that awkwardness is gone when they're, like you said, when they're serious. So I'm assuming you're just flipping through the people who are serious.
That's it.
Now, how many leads on average a week are you purchasing?
I'm probably at about 120, 130.
Okay. How long does it typically take you? How many appointments a week?
Oh, I'm probably at 25 to 30. I did almost 30 this week.
Okay.
And guess what? My numbers were higher. Huh?
What a concept. How long does it, in a week, how many hours are you on the phones?
I am generally on the phones. I've gotten as good as 4 hours, but I'm usually between 6, 7 hours on the phone.
For the week. That's Monday and Thursday.
Oh, for the week. I'm sorry. Yeah, probably 14 or 15.
15 hours on the phones.
Yep.
30 appointments. And how many families do you typically help per week?
No, I mean, I'm at about 10 or 12.
Helped. Families helped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 11 families a week, 15 hours. And here's the rub, because I think, people need to understand how to bring this home is you're investing 15 hours a week to help 11 to 12 to 13 families a week. Tell me how awesome, like some people look at that and go, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And I look at that and go, how liberating.
Yes.
Because
absolutely.
Because you had a past, right, Plourd?
That's right.
Did your past allow you to work 15 hours to help 13 families in a 7-day period?
Nope.
So, we can count our blessings or we can complain. Sounds like you're over there. Running through rural town USA, cleaning up, not complaining.
Not complaining.
Why is that?
That's a great point. I guess like you said, you count your blessings. I have a weekend where I help 8 or 9 families, and then I turn around and help maybe one or two families in the next 2 days. But so what? It all worked out to the same families helped. 11 families, 12 families. So, and I guess for me, recognizing that I am a servant and I do help and I can help. That's a big thing. A lot of people don't think they can. You can help these families. And this brings me into this next segue I think really is important, is recognizing the insurance industry of today. And the insurance industry of today is pick up the phone, try to sell the next person you possibly can insurance you can get them approved for because there's a 2-year waiting period. That's the insurance of today.
Wow.
And there's a lot of people not wanting to do that if they know about it. But there's also a lot of people doing it because they don't know about it. And I talked to one on the phone today. So I told her, I said, I'm going to be back through your area. I need to do a policy review to make sure that what you have is ready for your family if something happened to you. I said, it'll only take me 2-3 minutes. Just have that policy out, okay? Friday or Saturday work better. And we're already, and because I did that, I turned around and helped someone save some money in the policy that they were paying and give them immediate coverage. And it was less money than what they were paying before.
Crazy.
Yep.
Just serving people, caring for families. That's the new trending. Serving people, caring for families. Thank you so much, Plourd, for sharing. You are doing amazing work out there helping families. Thank you so much for continuing to serve and protect people. It is awesome to hear. And I thank you for your strategy and your skill that you're sharing with us today. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
God bless everybody. We're certainly trending here, but we got to run. God bless. See you next time.